What's up, gamers? It's Bruce, aka Alec Hunter, back after a millennium of silence. No, after like 7 months of not streaming. So, it's been a while. I'm gonna be kind of rusty, not really good at this, but how the heck you doing, chat? How was your weekend? Yeah, so what I'm going to do today is, just like the title says, I'm going to take on every raid boss in this game solo. We're going to do that with this guy right here. And we're going to go into my private world because I do pay money to play this game. I know, I'm a shill, whatever. But yeah, we're going to go into my private world so nobody else will join us. And there are, after 3 years, 3 end game raid bosses where you have to do something to activate an event to summon the bosses. And we're going to go through and we're going to do all of them today. It's going to be a little bit of a pain in the butt because we're going to have to run 2 nuke silos, but I think it's just going to end up being a lot of fun. Now, in the PC space of Fallout 76, there are a lot of hacked weapons, hacked armor, hacked items, glitches, blah, 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 blah. We're not going to be using any of that stuff. This is all legitimate stuff within the game that you can easily get your hands on with a little bit of effort. I will go over my character's equipment and his build and all of that stuff here in just a moment. My character does use power armor. Unfortunately, I can't give you a good shot of what his power armor looks like when it's fully equipped because like his skull turns all green and stuff. It's really cool. But this is the power armor that I use. I will go over the actual individual effects of it here in a minute. I've spent many hours playing this game. In fact, I'm at 1,284 hours in this game total. I might have a problem. I do have 5 characters that are all over level 500 or level 300. Sorry, and all of them have multiple builds. There is a system built into the game where you can kind of hot swap your skills. Just a second here. So this is actually one of my favorite things about this game is the perk system. So as you go up in levels, you assign yourself special stats between your strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, and luck. And then you can invest in buying cards. And then you can have up to, like in strength I have 15, so I can have up to 15 points worth of cards. So my character is built. This particular build is built for a very specific weapon, a very specific playstyle that allows you to do really stupid things.
Brighten my day a bit.
Oh, my ally's talking to me. Hi, Sophia. How are you? Start with my armor. So that's my armor with my cool green glowing skull. This is the award for completing the current season in Fallout 76, getting to level 100 in the current scoreboard season. So there's a lower level version that has some more color to it, but I kind of like this one because it is bland. It just, I don't know, I dig it. But anyway, the important thing is that I am using Strangleheart armor. Now, Strangleheart armor has higher radiation resistance, but lower damage and energy resistance than, say, like the T-65 armor. But it's still comparable. power armor in itself, whether it has, you know, whether it's a specific set or not, has some natural things. It increases your armor, increases your radiation resistance, blah, 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 blah. So that's just the helmet, and as you can see, I'm wearing all 6 pieces, so I add acid damage to all of my armed attacks, and nearby enemies take acid damage when standing next to me. It's minimal. It's like 5 points of damage every second, or 5 points of damage every 5 seconds or something like that. It's minimal. It doesn't really matter. It's just there because I like it. All of my power armor pieces are Overeater's legendary pieces. Now what that means is I get up to 6% damage reduction when my hunger and thirst meters are filled. So since I have 5 pieces, if I go into a fight with my hunger and thirst meters completely full, I have a 30% damage reduction on top of all of the other damage reductions that power armor gives you. The second and third star effects to me are inconsequential. I mean, I've gotten some pretty good ones, like food, drink, chem weights reduced by 20%, 25 fire resistance. Those are good, you know, secondary stats. But really, for what I'm doing, the only thing that mattered was making sure that I had Overeaters on every piece. Oh, this one's actually a really good second or third star effect. The hunger and thirst grow 10% slower. Since I am a full food and water build, that means that my bonuses will last longer. Let's see. So, and then like breaks 50% slower and +1 endurance. They're neither here nor there, really. I mean, it really didn't matter to me what the second and third stars were, like I said. Now, the weapon that makes this all possible is the Vampire Minigun. The second star, or the Vampire effect, is the first star effect, so anytime you do damage, you gain a little bit of health regeneration. The second star effect, which is bashing damage increased by 50%, is huge for this build. It increases the damage of what I'm doing here immensely. And then the 250 damage resistance while reloading doesn't matter because we're not going to be using ammo. I know that sounds really weird, but this gun, we do not need ammo. Let me make sure that I've cleaned out my inventory properly before we get this thing going here. Need those. Don't need those. Need all that. Okay, we're good. What's up, Cryo Voidwalker? Yeah, a lot of people bag on Fallout 76, but it is, in my opinion, it's still really fun. There's a lot of things wrong with it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not sitting here being a Fallout 76 defender. I'm just saying that I've had fun with the game. Oh, I forgot to show you guys my legendary perks, because that's actually going to come into play here in just a second.
Scanning. Error. Credentials not found. Activating security system alpha.
Okay.
Stand by for security inspection.
Alright, quick explanation of everything that I have. Heavy guns weigh 60% less. I carry a minigun. It's a heavy weapon. I want it to weigh a little bit less. Plus, I had extra 2 points in strength that I didn't know what to do with. Basher increases the damage of the minigun shredder attachment. So just like the bashing damage legendary perk, very important to the build. Explosives weigh 90% less. I do like my explosions. Pain Train, this just allows me to run into enemies and do damage to them while I'm wearing power armor. Full charge makes it so I don't use any extra fusion core energy when running in my power armor. And then blocker is 45% less damage from melee attacks. Fire in the Hole allows me to see an arc when throwing grenades, and allows them to fly farther. Grenadier increases the doubles the explosive radius of all of my explosive weapons. Ghoulish, whenever I'm around radiation, I regenerate health. I have high radiation resistance, and I take 45% less damage from all explosion and flame attacks. This needs to change because that is my group build. We are playing solo, so we want Lone Wanderer. So when adventuring alone, take 20% less damage and gain 30% AP regen. Stabilized is giving me armor. It allows me to ignore enemy armor, 45% of it. Demolition Expert, so my explosives do more damage. Batteries included is to lighten the weight of the fusion cores that I carry to charge my power armor. Action Boy refreshes your action points faster. Through Hiker reduces the cost of or the weight of food and drink, which is important for a character who's built on having his food and drink full. Dodgy is to have, damage reduction. Ricochet's damage reduction. Class Freak and Starch Genes, these are specifically to keep my mutations. Class Freak removes 75% of the negative effect of mutations, and Starch Genes means that I will never lose my radiation when I take Rat away. Zerts, what's going on, man? 5-month subs? Wow. Alright, so under legendary perks, Sizzling Style is to give me more fire resistance, purely a damage reduction thing. Electric Absorption, whenever I am attacked with an energy weapon, it recharges my fusion core, but on top of that, this effect also heals your character. Very important. Master Infiltrator just makes it so I don't have to do the lockpicking and hacking minigames. So like when I go to hack a terminal, I don't have to do it, it's just going to complete it. Funky Duds is poison damage resistance, again, just damage resistance in general. What Rads? 300 rad resistance, and I passively regenerate 6 rads a second. My character does not care about radiation at all. I'm doing great, Zerts. Thanks for asking. And then, let's see here. The last one that we had was Legendary Strength. This is to give me 5 more points in Strength to cap me out at 15. So I could use 15 perk points, do more damage, have more carry weight. We are not full on food and water, so let's solve that problem. Take some broiled Scorch brains for the extra intel because that gives us more experience gained. Gain some radiation resistance off that soup. Some carry weight, not that I need it. Okay, so that we are now full on food. Let's do that cranberry for 2% extra XP.
Report suspicious activity to security personnel immediately.
We are full on food and water. So what we're doing here is we're invading a government nuclear silo to launch a nuke on our own home soil. We're gonna remove. No, we're just gonna deactivate these. That's all we need to do. Honestly, I don't even need to deactivate them because they can't hurt me. It's just, it's really annoying walking around with every machine gun. Hi. Alright. We are looking for a blue security card right here. I don't want your cafeteria tray. Stop it. There we go. Oh, hi.
Security incident.
Oh, fun. Armor. Yes, scan me. Hi, robot. So one of the nice quality of life features they've added to this game in the last few months has been area looting. So I hit R to see nearby corpses. You can see that within my range there are 3 corpses. I can loot everything from those corpses in one go. Oh, here's a good example. It's down there. Okay, never mind. It's full already. It doesn't take long to get my battery full when being shot by energy weapons. So up to this point, if you've done the main story of the game, which you have to do to get to this point, basically you've gone through all the automated systems in the area, and you've basically convinced everything that you're a high-ranking member of the American military, which is how you're able to enter this silo and launch a nuclear device.
Scanning. Keycard detected. Proceed to the control room with your nuclear keycard and launch code to initiate the launch.
Takes so long to load. 18 turrets in the next room. Yeah, we're gonna turn those off. Alright guys, come on. Let's do this. Bring everybody's attention, bring everybody together. No, something's still shooting. Oh. Okay. I much prefer playing the game in first person. There are some actual advantages to playing in third person with the minigun. So for example, when it's spinning like this and you jump, you hear it reset the spin. That means you're not doing damage when you jump. But if you're in third person, you can do it. It just keeps going. So third person does actually have an advantage over first person for this specific weapon. But I just prefer playing in first person. Alright, so this silo, the nuclear reactor is failing. So you have to fix the cooling system.
Verifying engineering credentials. Failed. Stand by for security inspection. Security incident in the reactor area.
That's right, I hear you shooting at me. I don't care that you're shooting at me, but I hear it. Whoa, language there, Mr. Gutsy.
System restart. Restart successful. Reactor system integrity restored. Terminating security lockdown. Opening bulkhead doors.
Am I carrying any nuclear? Yes, I have 15 nuclear grenades. That'll make this next section really easy. Hello, robot.
Unauthorized personnel detected.
Alright, I'm not going to take the time to eliminate any of the the turrets or anything, so I apologize. It's going to be really annoying for audio for a second. But let's just go ahead and throw this nuclear grenade here. So these little pieces are supposed to be knocked off of that thing. Nuclear grenades go through walls, so that's really super effective for, you know, doing this particular area.
Integrity at 50%.
Scanners detecting life. Alert level elevated. Contact. Entering enhanced detection.
Compromise. Call.
But anyway, you're supposed to go around that whole room where all those guys are and like pull those things off of the machines. The grenade makes it much faster, and then you can just walk right through, like that. So. So much annoyance. Deactivate those turrets. Thank you. Too many. Now I know there's an assaultron around here somewhere. Right here. There. That's dealt with now. So after pulling all those mainframe things off of the last room, you have to come in here and pull the damaged ones off of this one.
Maintenance activity in
and replace them with repaired ones. You can either run around the room and search for repaired ones, or you can take these damaged ones and repair them. For the sake of speed, we're just going to repair them. One downside to power armor is you cannot craft while wearing it. So we go down to quest items, mainframe core, we want 15 of those. Boom, just like that.
Fabricating replacement security personnel.
Or you can pick them up, like there's one right there. But then you'd have to find all 15.
Sensor alert. Anomaly detected. Perimeter movement detected. Possible stealth unit in the AO.
Definitely not stealth in the AO. I have a giant green glowing skull on my arm.
Weapons hot.
Definitely not stealth. This is Soldier. I'm going to come up behind me and hit me in just a second, probably. Maybe? No? Okay. Works for me.
A level 4 security event is in progress. Security incident resolved.
Alright, and now on to the last portion of all of this. Disable turrets one more time. And let's go make some friends.
Proceed to the launch control terminal to initiate the launch prep sequence.
Oh look, visual bug. Thanks, Bethesda. Let's see if we can make that look good for the stream. No. There we go. Much better. Alright, initiate launch prep.
Launch prep sequence initiated. All personnel take your stations. All personnel to stations. Chiefs. Launch control chief. Active. Proceeding to station.
Okay, so how this particular event works
Security teams to
is
the control room.
we initiated the prep,
Teams to
and these little
the
launch
room.
control chiefs are going to come up to their
Security
stations.
teams to the control room.
There will be a total of 5 of them. They come out 1, and then 2 will come out, and then 2 more will come out. Just keep them alive. That's all you got to do. Pretty simple. Pretty easy. See that? He was running away from him. He's like, I don't want to be shredded. One thing I have noticed is that when you solo a nuclear silo, it does not summon nearly as many robots.
Active. Chief Propulsion Officer. Active.
Like if you come in here with, 3-4 people, you're just constantly inundated with waves of robots to fight. I see robot. Oh no, I just crashed. Are you kidding me? Bethesda, come on. Sad day. Remember guys, it just works. It's Todd Howard. Todd Howard trying to make me look bad. I'm gonna be super bumming if we have to go through this whole thing again.
Unscheduled access detected. Activating security system alpha.
Oh my god, you're gonna make me go through the whole thing again? Oh, I hate you, game.
Intruder, identify yourself.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get out. I won't be able to because like the turrets and stuff are already shut off, so that means that all of the things that I would use to the mainframe cores that I would have to pull off are gone. I have to switch silos. Stupid Bethesda. Alright, so that's our one screw up on a silo that we can have on my private server here. Because we have to launch 2 nukes today. And there's only 3 silos. Chill, bear. Jeez. He got all kinds of mad there.
Unscheduled access detected. Activating security system alpha.
Alright, you know what? We're just going to save time. I don't need to turn off the turrets, so I'm not going to. Still find what I need. There's the card I needed. Thank you.
Incident in residential sector.
They could program me to love, to forgive, but no.
We're just going to straight up shoot that.
Additional security required. Registration complete. Security incident resolved. Standing down. Welcome, Jenna. Scanning. Keycard detected. Proceed to control room with your nuclear keycard and launch code to initiate the launch. Warning. Reactor breach detected. Lockdown initiated. All the doors have sealed to limit contamination. Engineering team, proceed to the reactor control station to initiate repairs. Reactor shutdown initiated. Verifying engineering credentials. Failed. Please stand by for security inspection. Security incident in the reactor area.
Keep in mind, like I said, I'm not doing any glitches or anything.
Hostile target.
Successful. Reactor system integrity restored. Lockdown. Opening all doors. Unauthorized personnel detected in the operations center. Activating mainframe security protocol. Omega 12. All personnel defense Mainframe integrity at 75%.
I don't care if you're invisible or not, I will still grind you. Alright, now we're back to where we were a minute ago. Well, basically. Now that they're all cleared out, I'm gonna go shut off these turrets just because the audio. There.
Warning. Unauthorized tampering detected in the facility's mainframe. Security teams to the storage area. Repeat. Security teams to the storage area. Security incident in the storage area.
It's not necessarily a long and involved process for doing all these. It's just monotonous when you're at the end and it crashes and you have to go back through.
Scanner's clear.
Security incident resolved. Standing by.
I was not expecting you to be here. You wish you were subbed? Me too. I should probably sub to 5.9. In fact, you all should sub to 5.9.
Station standing by. Proceed to the launch control room to initiate the launch prep sequence.
Just walk around the room like this. Slow, I knew you'd come find me eventually. There we go.
Launch prep sequence initiated. All personnel take your stations. All personnel to stations. Assembling launch crew chiefs.
Alright, not to be rude or anything, but I'm sitting here with this cinnamon roll that my wife made for me in front of me, so I'm gonna eat some of that.
Section launch in
So,
progress.
be right back.
Security teams to the control room. Security teams to the control room. Now constructing additional security units.
Robots, did you not hear that I'm trying to eat a cinnamon roll? Like, seriously? No respect. Man, I'm just trying to eat some breakfast before I drop a nuke. Alright? That's all I'm trying to do. You, little robot, get over here. Main train. You're done. So for you Dokkan players out there, how you liking the version C update?
Telemetry officer.
I personally am loving auto mode for farming up that Prime Battle Gohan. Ash to the tier 1, thank you. I mean, really, as far as quality of life updates go, it didn't take any of the other ones. I mean, really, by 2 months. That's pretty standard. Or like version updates. Man, Janemba came at a terrible time. Really did. Oh, and those stone sales, or not stone sales, but the special pack sales or whatever. Like $4 and you get a thing with like it has 50 stones and a bunch of other stuff in it. And I think the other one's like 25 and you get 100 stones and a green stone that you can use to pick an LR.
Launch prep 25%. Chief Guidance Officer. Chief Targeting Officer active.
No. Assault shot. Just trying to launch a nuke.
Destroyed.
Jeez. Somebody was destroyed. What? It's gonna make me work. Figure it out. One of my section chiefs have been destroyed. There we go. Now it's back.
Additional security. Chief Telemetry Officer active.
Oh, I have bullets. Bullets are not good. Nobody wants those. Here. You take my bullets. Look at that. 11 damage per bullet. Alright? 98 damage per tick at the shredder. Which
Launch
is
prep
better.
at 50%. Fabricating replacement security personnel.
Alright, all of my section chiefs are up. This should start going pretty quick. Bad robots.
location. Keypad access granted.
Alright, so you need a new key card, which you have to go and get from doing other things, or, you know, sometimes they give them away for free in the atomic shop. But you do have to know the key code. Now, in-game, there's all these little devices that you can go find, and it creates a cipher, and you can decode it. Or you can be like every other player in the game and just go to roguetrader.net, I believe, or no, roguetrader.com. And we are in alpha, so today's code is 685-62307.
Access granted.
Thanks, Rogue Trader. Now, the first one we're going to do is the very first boss ever put in the game. It is the Scorch Beast Queen, and she spawns when you nuke the Fissure Site Prime. There's also a 10% chance that a Wendigo Colossus will appear in this overgrown Sundew Grove if it's in the blast radius. So I generally try to set it up like this, like you see on my screen here, leaving this location right here as the place that you can fast travel to and get closest to the action.
Attention. Attention. Launch sequence activated. Launch tube will seal in 38 seconds. All personnel should exit the launch tube immediately.
There's nothing tactical about this nuke. I promise. It's just complete destruction. Alright. Oh, look, you can see it taking off over there, behind the tree. It's going up. Bobblehead here? Sometimes there's bobbleheads. Nope, not today. So I've never actually soloed this event before. This will be fun. Oh, you're a legendary. Come back. Oh, it helps if I load my bullets into the gun that I'm actually using. There we go. Got his attention. Maybe. Too far away now. Nuke's coming down in 1 minute. Get over here so I can kill you. Oh. Thank you. Another legendary. I will take all of the legendary things. Thank you. I don't even know why I'm trying. I suck with the gun here. This character is not good for ammo. Oh, I got ammo again? Look at the no damage. Come here, kid. And nuke is incoming. Boom. I love the nuke effect. It's so great. Okay, there she is. Big Mama up and running. There she goes. Come here. Oh, hi guys. So we have 30 minutes to kill this chick. Scorch Beast. Oh, and you're just a regular Scorch Beast. Okay. the Scorch Beast Queen. You must stop. I love how I don't do any damage with the guns. I just need her to land. There we go. Oh, this is gonna take a lot longer than I thought. No way to cripple her weight. That's actually cripple her. I feel like the music should be more epic in the boss fight, but this is going to be the crappy part. You have a ton of Hey, there's the actual fight music. There we go. I'm down. I'm down so I can do damage to you. No, you were landing. You stop that crap. stingwings like way up in the air. Excuse me, roach. Nobody asked you. She's making me mad. Fine, I'll go into the nuke zone. I don't care. Seriously? Legendary coal miner? Alright. I'll take it. I like legendaries. That's just a regular Scorch boost first of all. Wrong weapon. Of course, just as I get to you, go back up. Sure. You gonna come down? I'd appreciate it if you did. I might not be able to do this if she doesn't land. Hang out down here. Don't do anything. Just stay right there. You got it in toss this down. What the heck just happened there? Where'd she go? Oh, she's hanging out over here on the ground. She just vanished. That was weird. Oh, she's fighting the fog crawler. Last third of her health. could have swore I heard something behind me. Come on, land. Crickets, Wendigo, they're all okay, so that was fun. That took a while. So I'm just gonna area loot like crazy around here. I'm gonna get overweight like nobody's business, but whatever. Let's see, how far did I end up? Wow, I ended up a long way away from where we started. For the most part, we've gotten the large groups of enemies that we've killed. Big thing is I just want to make sure that I get any legendaries that I might have been missing. So much stuff to break. Get all this stuff cooked up. Luckily, the next boss we're going to face does not require me to drop a nuke. But it does require me to spend a couple thousand caps. I have a cat coming to say hi to me. He expects my lap to be his place when I'm playing games. Not today, boyo. Sorry, buddy. Oh, I don't know if I have much more liquid courage than that. That might make the next boss after this one harder. We'll find out. Those are expansive. Alright, let me clear out these enemies and craft the item that I need, and then I will give you a rundown of what this event is before I start it. While I'm thinking about it, quick swap here. Okay, so that recall card that I just crafted is used in this computer. Actually, I can start it right here, right now, because I can do the actual recalling of the unit in a minute. So this starts the process. This gives everybody time. It's a 7-minute timer to announce that the public event activity started. Blah, 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 blah. So Wolf's just going to keep talking behind me. It's not a big deal. There's these pylons, and you have to activate yourself as a conduit to the pylon. You take damage while you're attached to a pylon. In order to make the boss appear, you have to activate all 3, the other one's right over there, pylons. I'm by myself. I'm gonna be activating all 3 pylons, eating the damage from all 3 pylons. On top of that, waves of robots are going to be spawning, plus the boss himself hits like a truck.
Good luck. Hope you fare better than I did.
Let's top off our food and water so we have our highest damage reduction possible. There we go. Alright. So in 20 seconds, the shielded imposter Sheepsquatch will reveal, or will arrive. I will get its attention. And then I have to hold it off, I think, for like 30 or 45 seconds while the pylons charge. And then once the pylons are ready, I can go and activate all of the pylons. Oh, I have bullets again. That's just bad. We don't like that. There we go. See, you guys see I'm doing damage to him, no problem, but every time I stop doing damage to him, here we go. Look at my health just draining away. I'm on number 2, but it's big pack. That was the last one. Okay. Let's go loot some stuff. Starting with the Sheepsquatch. He had power armor. What? Okay. Anyway. See, we found more legendaries. I thought I saw one in there when I was killing things, but I was running through them so fast I wasn't really paying attention. I think that might be everything. It's not a huge area, so it's not like you have to run around 100,000 times to find everything. Yeah, that's everything. Seriously? Thought I killed all you robots. Bullets. jump up to my camp really quick.
Now that people have come back to this area, they'll all want to be
Just need to get a couple of things ready here. Alright, I'm going to take a really quick break, go into the restroom and whatnot. I'm going to set you guys up with some commercials while I'm gone. Apparently I can't force commercials. Alright, fair enough. Let's see here. I'm going to leave you guys with the robot dance. Because it's funny. I guess. There you go. I'll be right back.
Someone told me I had a few loose screws. I am still looking for those screws.
I never imagined that I would share a home with
Hope you enjoyed the robot.
I was wondering if you were coming back.
Alright, we got one more nuke to launch, one more boss to kill. And we're just gonna kind of go quickly through this nuke silo like we did the second time on the first time we dropped the boss. It just sounded so confusing, I'm sorry. Oh, I hear a treasure hunter mole miner. back here, treasure hunter. I want my free legendaries. Go away. Alright. So the treasure hunter mole miners, it's a limited time event. They just spawn in various parts of the world and they basically give you free legendaries.
Unscheduled access detected. Activating security system alpha.
Sweet, there's one right there. Perfect. I will take it.
Didn't you hear me coming? Now I have to...
Don't mind me. I know how to make all the friends.
Warning. Hostiles in area.
Additional security required. Standing down. Welcome, General. Scanning. Keycard detected. Proceed to the control room with your nuclear keycard and launch code to initiate the launch.
Sensor alert.
Warning. Warning. Reactor breach
Here, we'll have
detected.
some fun with it this time.
Security lockdown initiated.
We'll take the
Bulkhead
turrets.
doors have sealed to limit contamination. Engineering team, proceed to
And we'll
the
remove their
reactor
targeting
control
restrictions so
station
they
to
attack
initiate
anything that
repairs.
moves. Target here, going down. can be pretty overwhelming at first on holy confessions, but I mean, really, it's once you get to level 50, it's just a matter of figuring out what weapons you want to use and what kind of armor you want, and then just re-rolling your legendary effects until you get the things that you want.
Unauthorized personnel.
Luckily, there's a ton of resources out there as far as
security protocol. Omega
how
12.
to make a good
personnel
build.
mainframe and secure
So,
the area.
like,
Mainframe integrity
what's one of
Act.
the websites that I use? Nukes Dragons, I think is what it's called. They have all kinds of builds there that you can look at.
Security protocol.
Also, like, over on YouTube, you can check out Angry Turtle.
The Operations Center for
Who
Immediate
else is a
Repairs.
good one for Fallout 76? Inno Survivalist, but she's mostly news and information. She's not like builds and specs and things. But I think Angry Turtle is probably the best one on YouTube.
Alert level.
Is attempting to
I mean, but you can take literally any weapon in this game, even the low tier weapons that everyone says are trash, and do really good things with it. Like, you just have to know how to build it.
False alarm! Stand down, people! Another glorious day in the U.S. Army!
I will take that fusion core.
Unscheduled maintenance activity in the storage area. Requesting security
Honestly, my
response.
biggest complaint about this game, even above like the random crashes or the sometimes buggy interface, my biggest complaint is the lag. Like, I've blown through all of the single player stuff, like the main stories that they've put out, the DLC stories and everything, and I just want more. It's fun. You know? I mean, it's fun enough that I put almost 30 hours into the game at this point. Oh, game's louder than me? Thanks for letting me know. I will fix that right now.
Fabricating replacement security personnel.
Is that better? I'm hoping that's better. Whoa, that's trippy. It's like the void between universes there.
target identified.
Alright, we just put these back, open the door, move on to the last part, and hope that we don't crash.
Security incident resolved. Standing down.
Turn off these turrets.
Weapons hot.
Go away, Assaultron. Nobody likes you.
To the launch control terminal to initiate the launch prep sequence.
More robots to kill. There's got to be at least one more Assaultron. Did I kill 2 Assaultrons? No, I killed 2 Assaultrons. Nope, there it is. Nobody wants bullets. Bullets are bad.
Launch prep sequence initiated. All personnel take your stations. All personnel to stations. Assemble chiefs.
Yeah, the shredder component of this gun is quite loud.
Station. Unsanctioned launch in progress. Security teams to the control room. Security teams to the control room. Fabricating replacement security personnel.
Well, once we finish this this nuke launch and kill the last raid boss, I can show you guys a couple of places that I go to level up quickly in this game. Well, it looks like we're going to have a boring nuke. Not a whole lot of robots at all. Gives me more time to eat the cinnamon roll, right?
Security incident reported in the control room.
Warning.
Additional security required.
Oh, my control chief is bugged. I have to let him die. Yeah, you guys come up here and kill that guy. It's cool. Do what you gotta do. So, I'm very glad that Bethesda has decided to
All chiefs.
allow all the bugs to happen today, so I can show you what's going on. Sometimes that robot will get stuck, he won't go to his terminal, which won't start the countdown. But now that he's dead, we can replace him and it should just work like normal.
Now constructing additional security units.
Okay, you went to your computer. Good boy.
All personnel to your stations.
Has anybody finished the panel missions in Dokkan to get that new LR Goku? What I love about this game is the community. I'm at a low level, so I get stopped by many high ranks, and they give me free stuff, which really helps. Yeah, like Fallout 76, for all of its faults, the community has made this game a million times better than it ever possibly could have been without them. It's not like in games like League of Legends or, you know, World of Warcraft, where you've got these highly competitive jerks that like are elitist and everything. It's like, no, you get people who are like level 2000 and are like, hey man, you need some help? Can't tell you the number of times I've just been given stuff for free. Stim packs, Radaway, food. Jenny, if any of you, words are hard. If any of you guys play on PC, feel free to add me. My in-game name is Alec Hunter 1982, and I will help you guys out whenever I'm around. And my public or my private world is not set to like locked, so if you're on my friends list, you can just join my private world. As long as I'm on, I should say that. As long as I am playing, you can join my private world. I wish they would up the size of, like, because you can only have 8 people on your private world at a time. It'd be nice to have a full 24-person server. Then you could set up like big PvP events on the what is it, the custom worlds? Private world? I can't remember what they call it. That thing that nobody uses except for YouTubers for testing.
Launch prep at 50%. Fabricating replacement security personnel.
Bad robot.
Launch prep at 75%. Assembling reinforcements. Launch prep complete. All systems nominal. Standing by.
Alright, we are in Charlie this time. So again, Rogue Trader will give you the updated nuke codes. So Charlie's is 3316 31987.
Access
There we go.
granted.
And then this nuke is for the final boss introduced in the game, Earl Williams. He is at Monongah Mine, which is right there. Trying to think of where's a good place to go that we can get a... Maybe Fort Atlas will give us a good view of this explosion. I do like trying to find a good place to watch the explosions. Oh, you're on PS5 with Fallout? Yeah, I kind of wish you could just log in, like, do that a cross save, but they don't. Of course, I'm not sure how much I would enjoy playing this game with a controller. I've played Fallout with mouse and keyboard forever. But the funny thing is I play Skyrim with a controller, and it's basically the same engine.
Brotherhood's always looking for good tech.
The fight is just beginning. Stay
So there's the Monongah power plant, the city of Monongah. Monongah mine is right up in here. So this should be a perfect spot to watch the nuke. Yeah, this should be pretty dang good. So how long have you been playing Fallout on the PS5 then? The Fallout 76 on PS5? I'm pretty sure it's... They didn't make like a PS5 version of it, right? It's just a PS4 that's backwards compatible to PS5. Man, there's a guy in 5.9 named Tystra. I got him to play last year, and the very first thing I did when he was level 1, technically level 2, because you become level 2 when you leave the vault after the tutorial, but I just dragged him all the way to the end of the game. It's like, okay, we're going to go teach you how to drop nukes right now. You're level 2, I don't care, let's go. There it is. I was right. You get that full mushroom cloud effect. Look at that. I love the nukes so much. Colossal problem. So this is how you enter this event. You join it through your map. Again, this is another one of those, you drop the nuke and a bunch of people from the server come in. They actually limit this one to a maximum of 8 players, but we're going to solo it because we can. This will be another kind of lengthy one, kind of like Scorch Beast Queen, but not nearly as bad because this guy doesn't fly. As long as he doesn't bug out and fall through the floor. I will say that because that is one thing that does happen from time to time. Wow, what guy was on? Nobody is ever on 24/7. This is a community streaming channel. We have multiple people that stream throughout the day. Oh, you didn't die. Now you're dead. Loot everything. Actually, I might... No, we only have 38 pounds left. Definitely scrap all this stuff. Look at that. We got like 100 pounds back just from scrapping things. Yeah, it's where you get all your end game gear. Like, these 3 bosses are the end game of Fallout 76. And I can solo them on this character. Only on this character. My other characters are not built in a way that they can solo these events. Two minutes till the rubble clears. So, Earl is a Wendigo Colossus. He's I forgot to check the Wendigo Colossus down at the Scorch Beast Queen site. I'll go down there after this. But Earl is like a Mega Wendigo Colossus who spawns other regular Wendigo during the fight. When he screams, he can terrorize you, but we have an item to prevent that. Right here. Liquid Courage. Increases your strength and luck, and you become immune to fear attacks. And it lasts for 5 minutes. So we have 2, so for at least 10 minutes of this fight, hopefully that'll be enough, we'll be immune to fear. And I should probably get more food and stuff, huh? Take canned meat stew for the 5% extra increase to XP. Crispy crave cricket for some energy resist. Some endurance. A little bit of carry weight. We're full on food now. Now, alternately, what you could do is just use perfect bubblegum, and then your food and water are full for an hour, and they don't drain. So, I mean, I use it, but I have so much extra crap in my inventory that I'm using up a lot of that stuff too. Like right now, I've let 108 pieces of meat spoil in my inventory. Good thing you can turn that stuff into fertilizer. 30 seconds. So now, if you're not wearing power armor, you have to like jump to that ledge, walk over here, drop down to another ledge that's right there. But if you're wearing power armor, you don't take fall damage, so... Bump. Okay, I do have everything queued up that I need. So we will go running in. I'm not going to use my liquid courage until after the first fear, so you guys can see the fear effect. Hi, Earl. Earl, can we be friends? Another thing that he does in this fight is he'll put down these areas that do damage. I happen to be standing in one right now, actually. Okay, first fear. Here we go. So that's what happens. He yells, you get feared. I'm going to use some liquid courage. Now I can't be feared for 5 minutes. So I'm standing in an area that hurts me, and the boss and the enemies are attacking me. Yep. Just another day in Fallout 76. And there are ways to increase the damage done with this weapon that I'm not using. Like, I'm not using a whole bunch of buffs or anything to increase my strength or any of that stuff. But yeah, there's definitely ways to do more damage than what I'm doing. And still have the productivity that I have. It's just I don't like to go farming for all the materials for that stuff, so. Stagger. Stagger's my least favorite. Earl, maybe you should see a dentist. You got a lot of yellow teeth. I'm just saying. So I'm like super oversimplifying this fight because of the way my character is built. But this is actually a pretty rough group fight. Because most people don't build their characters like to just survive. A lot of people build their characters like my other 4 characters in what's called a heavy build, where you keep your health really low because your penalty increases stats when your health is low, and you do more damage. Don't like phase through walls or fall through the trees. And I'm really excited for the new events that are supposed to be coming out. I think in March, we're supposed to get an Invaders from the Stars event where the Zayton aliens invade and we get to fight them off. And there's going to be an alien blaster. Well, the alien blaster's already in game, but there's going to be new mods for the alien blaster. And then they're going to introduce a weapon, I forget what it's called, but it's like an alien blaster rifle instead of a pistol. And then they're going to include the shock baton as well. So I'm definitely looking forward to playing the new weapon. Oh, and they're also fixing energy weapon damage in the next patch too, because right now energy weapons are kind of meh because of how the distances are calculated. There's an error in the way that they're calculated for energy weapons do less damage. But they're fixing that in the next patch, so your Gatling lasers and your Gatling plasmas and stuff are more damage. Oh cool, we did get that. Yeah, the alien stuff's so loud. The game is still louder than my voice. I'm not in a place where I'm being hurt, so let me run over here really quick. Okay, that should be slightly better. Clear off some of these guys. Hey, what's up, Earl? Now, like, a lot of the stuff that I have set up in my game is obviously because it's the way that I prefer it. Like, if you guys don't like the numbers popping up, you can turn that off. And there's a bunch of stuff that I changed in like my I settings to make it where like the extra grass and stuff doesn't grow. So my, the game's not the best optimized game in the universe. So I try to use little tweaks here and there to make it run better. But most of my visual elements are turned on. Come on. See, at this point now, it's just fighting the staggers. The staggers are what's really slowing us down. Yeah, the reason that I have the numbers turned on specifically is for this gun right here, because if I don't have the numbers turned on, I'm not sure if I'm close enough to actually be doing damage. I mean, it plays that like little thumping sound, but it'll play that if you hit a dead body. Or if you hit a door. Pretty much any physical object. Okay, I need to get some of these guys off of me. God, there's so many. Alright, that should be enough. Clear out some of that. It is a cool, like, model of a character, like, horrifying but cool. And we'll turn on the light, get you guys a slightly better look at him as he's kicking me in the face. Come on, we're so close. Earl, you gotta go down, dude. Where'd you go? I'm so confused where he went. Don't tell me he fell through the floor. Oh no, okay, there he is. I was about to be really mad. No, he's going up to the ceiling. Damn it, Earl, come on. Bethesda, fix this shit. This is bad. Okay, we don't have any more liquid courage, so we got to take Earl down. Be affected by fears for the rest of the fight. What do you do? 13 minutes to make this happen. Here comes a fear. And that's one of my favorite parts about Fallout 76 is like it's got the largest map and the most diverse amount of creatures to fight. Well, Earl, it's been fun, buddy. And then you just run away. All those Wendigo are going to start chasing you. Some more are going to spawn as we run through this hallway. We're going to get stuck at an invisible wall here in a second. Because you can't run past this spot right here until about 1 minute 20. Yep, keep swinging, guys. That's cool. Time to go. Basically, you just follow this tunnel, these train tracks, all the way back up to where you entered. I love the Mothman. And then this had a door in front of it before, but the wall got blown out. You come in here and you hit this chest, and it's got a bunch of stuff in it. And then there's other stuff that you can loot. These military ammo bags are good because they give you ballistic fiber scraps. But anyway, and then you leave, and then we will get the reward for leaving. But yeah, that's how in about 2 hours you guys can solo every raid event in Fallout 76. I'm happy to say I've put a lot of hours into making this happen. Just got a 3-star cultist dagger. Event completion. And a cursed pickaxe. Yay. Alright, so I wanted to go and check to see if the mini Wendigo Colossus was down here, because I forgot to check on that earlier. I think my favorite of the creatures introduced in Fallout 76 is the Flatwoods Monster. Hey, what's up, guys? Y'all over here just minding your own business. I'm gonna come over and grind you up. Alright. I do not suggest entering a nuke zone without power armor, the Chinese stealth suit, or a lot of Radaway and Rad-X. At my level, do rank ups even do anything for you anymore? Yes. Leveling up is the most important thing for trying out new builds, because every time you level up, you get another point that you can spend in perks. Like right now I have an unopened perk pack. Every 5 levels, you get a perk pack. So I'm going to open that perk pack, and this gives me these 4 cards that I can then either use to rank up other cards or sell them, and you always get 1 animated card per pack. But then every level, you can just pick any card you want. And there's a ton of cards. So, yeah, leveling up is actually really good for that. It allows you to try out more builds. And up to level 50, you get a perk point. So, like, all of these start off at 1. And then every time you level up from 2 to 50, you get a perk point to sink into one of these, and you can max them out at 15, you know. Or you could put it to 10 and then do what I did and then max out a legendary perk to give you the other 5 points. You know, so that way you can diversify your build a little bit more. And then, okay. So then let's say, what did I get? I got scatter shot. This character doesn't use shotguns. I have no reason to keep this around. So I get rid of a card like scatter shot. You scrap it, you get 2 perk coins. Boom. I now have 18 perk coins. And then you use perk coins to level up your legendary perks. So like right now, I need 100 perk points to get to level 3 Funky Duds. Really? Guys? I'm trying to... No respect. None whatsoever. Anyway. So yeah, leveling up is really important. It's still... I mean, the higher your level, the more different builds that you can try, the more powerful your legendary perk cards can become. You know, it's huge. Alright, so there is a 10% chance that a weaker version of the Wendigo Colossus will spawn in this area whenever it's been nuked. And nope, there's other creatures here, so no. But we will go fight some Death Claws. A Death Claw. And some Super Mutants. Hey, what's up, dude? My minigun's better than your minigun. Alright, so, yeah. No Wendigo Colossus there, that's sad. Another thing that happens when you nuke an area, all of the plants will change. Like, this plant here used to be a cranberry plant. Diseased cranberries, probably. But then you harvest this, and you get raw crimson flux. You take 10 of a flux, plus I believe it's a high radiation fluid and something else, glowing mass maybe, and you purify them to become a stabilized flux, which is then used for endgame gear, or like you need certain flux to craft the card that I made to summon the Sheepsquatch for the last boss encounter we did before Earl. Or if you want to make ultrasight ammo for your guns, which is theoretically the best ammo type in the game, is for your weapon, but I mean obviously that's going to change depending upon a number of varying factors, including whatever mods you have on the weapon, your legendary effects, your particular build. Like, I generally don't use ultrasight ammo because it does require a lot more farming to make. For the most part, I just ignore using ultrasight ammo. Although it does technically make the weapon do more damage, and even more damage against things like Scorch beasts and scorched creatures. But I did say I was going to show you guys a couple of the other characters and builds and things that I had going on. So let's log off there. Yes, I named a character after myself. So that's who I was just playing. I was playing Bruce. He is... well, he's 350 now. I think he was my 4th character of the 5 that are here. I've had more than 5 characters, but you're only allowed to have 5, so I've deleted characters in the past. I'm not doing that anymore. These 5 characters are the 5 characters I'm running with. He has the minigun. He uses explosives, and his other build is two-handed weapons. So I really hate his two-handed build weapon, or his two-handed weapon build, I should say. The minigun build is so much more fun. Lilu is my rifles and pistols character. She has a rifle build and a pistol build. She's the 2nd character of these 5 that I made, and she's basically a badass. We're not going to play her. Chef is the only character that I ever built a theme around. Her name is Chef. She wears the Bloody Chef outfit. Her primary weapons when I first made her were the Pepper Shaker, which is like an automatic heavy gun shotgun, and the Tenderizer, which is a two-handed like mace. So she had the Pepper Shaker, and then I put a mod on the the tenderizer, so it was called the salty tenderizer. So salt and pepper. Because she's chef, and it's funny. Okay, maybe not. Anyway, Hunter's the first character I ever made. He is unarmed, so fist weapons. I believe he has a gauntlet right now, like an electrified gauntlet that he uses. And then he also uses one-handed weapons. He's my highest level character at level 377. But I hardly ever play him anymore because he's completely done. All of his legendary perks are maxed out. All of his gear is exactly where I want it to be. So I have no real reason to like play him. I'm not trying to grind out anything for him. Hardison is, I believe, my lowest level character right now. My lowest level by 2. Yep. But he was the 4th character I made. Chef was the very last character I made on this list. But Hardison here, he's got 2 very different builds. He took a little bit more work to put together. We'll go into a live world. Why not? So his primary build when I first made him was heavy guns. So like 50 caliber machine gun and the Gauss minigun and stuff like that. And it's a lot of fun. It's a good build. It does significant damage. It's just a blast to play. The downside to that build is that it eats through ammo like no tomorrow. So I wanted to try out some of the other weapons that I had never tried before. We're going to join a public team just so I get all my buffs. Because this character is built to be played in a team. I also need to go get some radiation here. There we go. We're good. We're in that bloodied way. So I built this character a bow build. Because they brought bows into the game, I think with Wastelanders. And it's just a weird enough thing that I'm like, man, I have to try it. So what I have is a bloodied bow. What bloodied means is the lower your health gets, the more damage you do. To the point where you're at, like, if you're at like 5% health, you're doing 95% increased damage. I keep myself around 20% health on this character, which is about an 80% increase in damage from that effect. Damage resistance while aiming is meh. And then replenish action points with each kill is actually really nice because this is a very heavy VATS use build. Let's see. As far as my armor goes, if you are playing a low health character, you want all of your pieces to be unyielding. What unyielding does is it gives you up to 3 stats. Up to +3 on all stats except for endurance when you're at low health. So +3 strength, +3 intelligence, +3 charisma, blah 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 blah. Each special stat has its own thing that it does. The most important ones are strength, gives you carry weight. Every point of strength gives you 5 or 10 pounds of carry weight. Super helpful. The other one that's really important is intelligence. Every point of intelligence is 2.035% increased XP for everything that you do in the entire game. So when you have a full set of unyielding, which is 5 pieces, you are gaining 15 strength and 15 intelligence. Actually, you're getting 15 to everything except for your endurance. You know, so that's why unyielding is so important. To demonstrate that, here are my stats right now: 29, 40, 11, 25, 35, 36, and 33. If I go and take off just my armor, which I was already at, so I take these 5 pieces off, okay, there's my stats now: 14, 25, 10, 9, 20, 21, 17. It's my hit points will not change, but things like my carry weight, my maximum carry weight without my armor on is 306. 421 with the armor on. So this is the reason why Bloodied and Unyielding are probably the most popular builds in the game. It just takes everything about your character and makes it better. All you have to do is learn how to survive with a limited health pool, which really isn't that hard, especially when you play a sneaky bow character. So Bandolier, ballistic ammo weighs less. Arrows count as ballistic ammo. So Blocker, because Blocker is one of those things that I take on basically all of my characters. Because even if you are a ranged character, eventually you're going to get into melee, and 45% less damage is 45% less damage. I've got all of the archer perks to increase the amount of damage that I do, so I have 60% increased damage with bows and crossbows through those. My bows and crossbows ignore 36% of the target's armor and have a 9% chance to stagger. Grenadier, to increase the explosive radius, I am using explosive arrows. And concentrated fire, so that way you can pick out specific body parts in VATS. You can bring that up to 3. I didn't have enough points to do it because I wanted to have Grenadier, but really all you need is 1 for the way that I use it in this build. Fireproof is a given on any character that I have. Fireproof is just a thing that I take, every single character. Radical is going to be a staple on every character that is bloodied, because the greater your rads, the higher your strength. And as you guys saw on my health bar, I keep it really low using radiation. Inspirational is obviously because I play on teams, so I get more XP. Field Surgeon is to make Stimpaks and Radaway work much more quickly. And then Strange in Numbers is to increase the positive effects of my mutation. These are being shared by other people in the group, so technically I could remove these points and put something else in, but I'm too lazy for that crap. First Aid makes Stimpaks better. Nerd Rage makes you do more damage, take less damage, you know, and give you more AP regen when your health is low. And this is a must if you're playing a bloodied character. Absolute requirement. Nerd Rage, absolutely required. Demolition Expert increases the damage from explosives. That does affect the explosive effect on my arrows. So yes, want that. It's good. Again, action points are king, especially when you're using a VATS build. So Action Boy increases your action points, or your action point regeneration, I should say. Covert Operative, your ranged sneak attacks deal 2.5 times normal damage. That's a no-brainer if you're going to be sneaky and you're going to be using a gun. Sneak makes it harder to detect. Escape Artist, if you're in combat, you can drop and you become like temporarily invisible for a second. And then on top of that, you're running around no longer affects your stealth. Dodgy, again, damage reduction. You're operating at about 20% hit points. You want to do as much as you can to stay alive. Bloodied Mess is to increase the damage because arrows are kind of crappy. Let's be real, it's one of the worst weapons in the game, but I can still do crap with it. Serendipity, when you're below 30% health, you have a 45% chance to flat out avoid damage. That's not just attacks. Like, you can fall off of a cliff and not take damage with Serendipity. Ricochet, again, it's damage reflection. It's to make it so that you don't take as much damage. Got to stay alive. And then Class Freak and Starch Genes, these are both musts on any character that you are going to play that is mutated. And if you're not playing a mutated character, in my opinion, you're doing it wrong, because that's where a lot of the greatest perks are. And I didn't show you my mutations on Bruce, but I will show you my mutations here on Hardison. So if I go to effects, so like Adrenal Reaction. Now these are affected by the perks that I have. So these are, what you're looking at is the effect of the perk after all of my other effects have been added in. So I lose 12 maximum hit points, but I gain more weapon damage when I'm at lower hit points. This is, I believe, a 50% increase to damage on top of the 80% increase that I'll be getting from the Bloodied, basically. With Bird Bones, I lose a point of strength, but I gain 5 agility, and I have reduced fall speed. With Eagle Eyes, I lose a point of strength, but I have 32% increased critical damage and 5 perception. Perception is great for things like rifles and bows. Egghead, I lose less than 1 endurance and less than 1 strength to gain 8 intelligence, and I've already explained why intelligence is so important for XP. Herd Mentality, if I'm adventuring not in a group, I lose 2 to all my special stats, but since I'm in a group, I gain +3 to all of my special stats. I took Marsupial. This allows me to jump really high, have 25 extra carry weight, but I lose a point of intelligence. Scaly Skin, I lose 12 action points, but I gain 62 energy resistance and 62 damage resistance. And then Speed Demon increases my hunger and thirst while moving, but increases my reload speed and my movement speed. So, and then as far as legendary perks on this character, so Sizzling Style, Master Infiltrator, and Funky Duds pretty much appear on every single one of my characters. They're quality of life things or defensive things that I find invaluable in the game. Ammo Factory. Whenever I produce ammo, I produce more of it. It's good stuff, especially for my heavy gunner build on this side, because it really needs it. Maxed out the extra points in Charisma and Agility to give myself just more perk points to play with overall, and be able to take more things in here. So, yeah, let's go murder some things with a bow. We'll start down here. Yeah, carry weight is a pain in this game when you're first starting out. Once you get up to higher levels, once you get your mutations, you start getting into your, your armor sets. You get your backpack. That's a big one. Getting your backpack is super helpful. But the annoying part with getting the backpack, to get the good backpack, you have to do the Order of the Tadpole quest, and that quest is annoying as crap. $1,200 crit. Now keep in mind, I did say the bow is a crappy weapon. In comparison to a lot of other weapons, super crappy. It's a very slow weapon. The best way to use it is on a stealth character, so you maintain your maximum bonus by being hidden all the time. Crits are your friend. And it's not one of those things where you can just click it. Like right now I'm clicking it and I'm not doing anything. You have to hold your shot to put the arrow in and pull it back. Once you're at this point, then you can fire. Like, it is a very, very slow weapon. But when you know what you're doing with it, you can be ungodly deadly with it. I need more things to shoot in the face. Oh, I told you guys... Hold on. I forgot. I told you guys I was going to show you one of the best places to go farm for XP. Alright. So, this location right here, West Tech Research Center. They have made some changes to this spot since the beginning of the game that have made it the single most efficient place for you to farm XP. Like, especially on double XP weekends, you get your canned meat stews or your cranberry relish and your broiled scorched beast brains or your brain bombs or whatever it is that was, that increases your intelligence and increases your experience gained. And you come here and you just farm the crap out of West Tech. And you can make levels upon levels upon levels. So West Tech is all super mutants. As you can see, other people are already here. This dude's level 999. He's going for that level 1000. How often are double XP weekends? They're a lot more often now than they have been. I'd say there's probably one every 6 to 8 weeks. Something like that. So, as you guys can see, my stealth is working out for me. Hi guys, how are you? Feeling good? I'm feeling good. So the super mutants outside are just kind of fodder. And like he's level 75. Okay, there's a level 100 one. Level 100 is what you're looking for. They're gonna give you the most XP per kill. Like right now, you saw I killed that guy. I got 510 XP for that. So I'm gonna enter this location solo. This is the first really big change they made to this location that makes it so good for farming. It is an instanced location. You can go in here by yourself. Nobody else can join you. So long as you're not the leader of the team. The leader of the team cannot go into private instances. It's kind of dumb. And what that means is you can go through here, you can kill everything in this place, leave, and a couple minutes later, come back in and just repeat the cycle. But then they made another change that makes it even better, and I'll go over that in a minute. Why? There we go. Thank you. Puppy. I missed. Didn't miss that time. Oh, you're a legendary. Hi. That's the other reason I like coming here. Lots of legendaries. Did not kill him. Good legendary. He stay alive. Long time. Got anything good on you, though? No. Give me my arrow back. That's the other thing. If you guys care about, you know, like, I don't really have a problem with ammo anymore. Because, as you can see, I kill a lot of things in basically 1 or 2 hits. But the bow is one of the few weapons in the game that almost guarantee you get some of your ammo back after you kill a target. Oh. The bug where the hounds die has happened. It's fine. The hounds aren't really the big XP draw here, so we don't have to worry about that so much. Ah, keep getting stuck on something. There we go. Hello there. As you know, I'm not really looting anything. I probably should be. I'm kind of low on caps on every character except for Lilu. But whatever. VATS is a powerful thing. Jerk. Oh, there's a legendary in there. Not anymore, there's not. Alright. Yes, back a year or so ago, they introduced the One Wasteland system. Things scale properly to you. Like, for me, they're level 100 because my character's level 300, you know? But if your character's, like, level 30, these guys will be, like, level 30, 35, something like that. There are some upper and lower caps when dealing with the scaling. Like, nothing in the starting area will scale over level 50, ever. And then things in the Cranberry Bog, I don't think scale under level 40. Because that's like the final area of the game. So if you're level 2 and you go to all the way to the final area of the game, you're going to be looking at level 40 enemies, regardless of the fact that you're level 2. Legendary. Gimme. Oh, it's a 3-star too. That's actually really good. I mean, it itself is not a good legendary, but it is 40 script when I turn it into the vendors. Alright. I think we've cleared out this area here. So once you do a quest, you can unlock this area. Oops. And I've done the quest on all of my characters, so I have access to all of this stuff. And there are all kinds of mutants and stuff to kill in here too. Alright, except for it bugged and all the mutant hounds died.
Come out, wherever you are.
I should probably heal. That got a little close. Not gonna lie. Oh, hi. How are you? Alright, so the last thing they added to this area to make it really great for leveling up and farming is this elevator. This elevator goes to a section that's attached to a story, but you can go into it whether you've been on this quest or not. When you come down here, A, there's more mutants to kill, but B, it gives you enough time that once you kill the mutants down in this area and then you fast travel back out to outside, the upstairs has reset. So it's just a constant loop. You go, you kill all the stuff upstairs, you come down here, you kill like the handful of mutants that are down here. These ones, sometimes they're level 100, sometimes they're level 75 for me. I don't understand why that is, but it is what it is. Anyway. Sometimes I still get caught up on how slow the weapon is. I have the same issue with this weapon that I have with like the Gauss weapons that charge. Is that I tend to find myself charging and just walking around, or drawing the arrow and just walking around, waiting to be able to fire on the first thing that I see. I think we got them all. I don't see anything else back there. Oh, no, here's this guy, but I can't get him because of glass. Jerk. Anyway, so once you've gone in there, you've killed all those, all you do is you just teleport back out to West Tech. So this is like one of the first things people do on new characters then? No. You have to get a little bit progressed. Like, I would say the first thing you should do is work your way through the storyline involving Duchess and the Wayward, and then finding the Overseer. And then that will lead you into doing the Wastelanders stuff, which is the most important thing to do in the game. Like, sure, learning how to launch nukes is part of the main storyline. That's important because it gives you access to the end game content. But going and doing the Wastelanders questline gives you access to the gold bullion system. And that is where all of the best items in the game and the best mods in the game basically are, is in the gold bullion system. So the first thing anybody should do is get to level 20 and start the Wastelanders questlines. Do the stuff with the raiders and the settlers. Okay, so all of these guys out here are dead because that one guy was coming through and killing all of them we were coming through here before. Except for that guy over there. Apparently he's alive, but it doesn't matter because we run really fast. So then we re-enter West Tech. Yeah, this is definitely end game grinding. I mean, you can use this to actually level. Like, and if you like make your own team and you're the team leader and you have like 2 or 3 friends with you, all of you can come in here and just murder the crap out of super mutants together repeatedly, just like I'm doing now. See, look, he's already respawned. I won't go through and clear this again. I just wanted to show you guys that he was respawned. And they're all respawned. There's the dog and the other mutant right there. And then there'll be a mutant up here on the left. Maybe he started walking. Okay, he's on the right. He was walking. There's the one in the bathroom. There's a mutant and a hound down here. Can you guys tell that I've done West Tech a few times? Hi, puppy. But yeah, there's all kinds of cool stuff that you guys can do in this game. Let me show you some of the other crazy creatures that you can fight. If you've played Fallout 4, specifically if you've played Far Harbor DLC, Mirelurk Queens and Fog Crawlers and stuff are out here. You can go and fight those guys. But then there's Snallygasters. I love Snallygasters. And the Grafton Monster is pretty cool. Flatwoods Monster is pretty cool. Mole miners are neat. They're like people who've been merged with their with their mining equipment, and they like dig through the ground now. We are going to be wrapping things up here shortly, but I would be remiss if I did not tell you to go check out 5-9 on YouTube, all of our multiple channels, direct entertainment, all that fun stuff. And speaking specifically of entertainment, I am a member of 5-9 Entertainment, and part of that is going to be doing news reviews. It's going to be covering news headlines when I stream. So on Tuesdays and Fridays, I'm going to be spending the first part of my streams going through, like, where'd that arrow go? That was weird. Like, just shot straight up in the air. Anyway, I'm going to be going through things like, you know, Deadline, Variety, The Hollywood Reporter, looking at headlines, you know, giving my 2 cents on, you know, entertainment news and whatnot. And might even work some gaming ones in there, too. So that'll be every Tuesday and Friday. So my streaming schedule right now is planned to be Monday, Tuesday, and Friday from what would that be? 10 a.m. Eastern until 1 p.m. Eastern, so 9 to noon my time, which is Central Time. So that's the plan right now. Things are always changing, so you never know what the plan's going to be tomorrow. Fallout 3 made you scared of scorpions in real life? No doubt, dude. Grafton Monster. Where's a good place to find a Grafton Monster? I like that it's called the Grafton Monster, but you can find it pretty much anywhere on the map. You don't have to be near Grafton to find it. Same with the Flatwoods Monster.
This is Grafton's mayor. I need you to get up to
Stuff your daily quests, man. I don't want to do them.
has been unearthed. We need to honor that soldier by giving him a proper burial at the battlefield cemetery.
He's dead. He's not here. I'm going to imagine he's probably dead down here, too. We'll go look anyway. put me on top of the building? I was not expecting that.
Hazmat teams are en route. Please remain indoors and await further instructions.
Dude, seriously? Screw you. Vats plus bow and arrow. Become your own Hawkeye or Legolas or whatever it is that you want to call yourself. Better heal. There we go. Oh, this is one of my favorite things to do in the game. It's so much more satisfying when you're in an entire parking lot and like 15 vehicles blow up. Or there's a chain reaction. Oh. It's so good. Alright. I'm getting some lag here. Are you alive? I see you. You are alive. Okay. So this is the Grafton Monster. He has no head. You know. He's like a giant football player. That's what I always think of every time I see him. It's like a defensive lineman who failed all of his educational classes. Their weak spot is the blowhole. So, you know. A player at AGDQ completed Cairo in 2 hours while blindfolded. Holy crap, dude. I don't even want to think about playing a game blindfolded. Well, guys, thank you for hanging out with me on my first stream back in like 7 months. I had a good time. Hope you guys did too. I'm not sure how often Fallout 76 will be in the rotation. I just chose it because it's a game I'm very familiar with, so I didn't have to think about playing the game and I could look at like chat and stuff. So eventually I am going to hook my PS5 up to my Elgato and play something on there. I don't know what. Repair my guns. But yeah, as far as the schedule for the rest of the day, I think in about an hour and 15 minutes is going to be on. I think it's is. So if you guys want to hang out, you know, whatever, come back for that. As always, follow 5-9, Twitter, Facebook, all the social medias everywhere. I think we've got our podcast on Spotify, all of the channels on YouTube, all that fun stuff. And if you guys want to hit me up, I am at bfobble1982 on Twitter, or you can just look up Alec Hunter because that's the way I have my actual name set. So thanks for hanging out, and I will see you guys tomorrow.